Okay, the Section 21 assignment on mortgages is actually pretty fun. You're going to be given this spreadsheet, and this part's going to be filled out already. So we have these numbers here on the right. The first one is your principal. That's going to be the amount of your loan. So on the right here, you see that's already typed in at 45,000. You can change that to whatever your principal is going to be. Then you type in your APR on the line below. Number of years is how long the mortgage is for. Whoa. And then the payment. Now the payment, if you look at the formula up here, you actually don't type that in. That's calculated using the PMT formula that we learned or you're going to learn soon. All right, so right here, these three numbers are what you type in. You adjust these three, that one gets figured out for you using a formula. All right, so now on the left here, you'll see the amortization schedule. Your initial balance in month one is going to be the principal right there. Then your interest gets calculated using this formula. Okay, you take your balance, B2, times the monthly rate, which is APR divided by 12. So Excel is taking this number divided by 12, multiplying it by the balance, that's your interest. Remember, this is the same way you would calculate a finance charge. So this is essentially the finance charge in your mortgage. All right, reduction in principal, that's basically what your payment's going to be, the $355 you're paying, minus your interest. All right, so you're giving the bank $355, and they're saying, well, thank you for the $168. That's what they're actually deducting from your loan. So your new balance then is your old balance minus the reduction in principal. There's your new balance. Okay, so you start off with owing this much. At the end of month one, you owe that much. All right, for month two then, your balance here is just equal to E2. It takes that number, it copies it down there. And your interest is going to be this number times your APR divided by 12 again. At this point, the whole process just repeats. So if I wanted to click on that cell, okay, you drag it down, click on that cell, drag it down, click on that cell, drag it down, click on that cell, drag it down, and it'll copy all the formulas. So you can see how your balance is slowly decreasing. The interest you pay is slowly decreasing. The reduction in principal, though, is slowly increasing. I want to figure out, when is this mortgage going to end? Okay, so let's take a couple of these. Now remember, you can't just highlight the 5. You highlight the 5, that's no good. So highlight 4 and 5. That way Excel can realize that I want to go up by 1. Okay, now highlight the whole bottom row and let go. Click, drag, let go. So after 1 year of making your mortgage payments, you now have a balance of about 43,000. Now I could guess how long it's going to take for it to end, but I know this is a 15-year mortgage. So if I want to know how many months that is, that's going to equal 15 times 12, 180 months. Okay, so I'm going to take this, go down to 180. Okay, you can see that little white box on the right tells me where I'm at. There's 180, 180 months. Okay, that means if everything I did was correct, highlight the bottom row, drag it down all the way to 180. Okay, and there we go. The final amount due is $0 because I paid the whole thing off. All right, and this is my amortization schedule. So we can look at it. We can see how much the balance was at the end of each month, how much went to interest, how much went to principal. One thing that people might like to know is how much interest did you pay? Well, this was your interest column. So let's do a sum command. Let's highlight all this. Okay. So we paid $19,000 in interest in the whole loan. Another thing that's cool about this sheet is now that you have it set up, you can come back up here and say, let's make this 50,000. Okay. It'll readjust all the numbers for you, and you can see now that you paid more interest. Or you could come in here and say, maybe I got a better rate. Okay. That's going to go make you pay less interest. So once you have the spreadsheet filled out, you can adjust these numbers here. All right, so fill out the spreadsheet, and then there's some questions on the write-up document that you'll have to answer.